If you want to see vintage trams in Manchester, then you have to come to a museum. But this could all change in the near future if plans from the Science and Industry Museum are given the go-ahead. The museum's director wants to use vintage trams to show tourists around the sights of Manchester.
We have great plans to expand the footprint of this museum, going all the way up to Upper Campfield Market, which in due course will be the Road Transport Gallery next to Deansgate. Now, the first problem that gave me was that this site would then be in the order of about half a mile long. And I was thinking through, how do we get visitor flow up and down from Deansgate all the way down to Water Street? And the first idea was a tram system coming up Liverpool Road. But then I had this sort of moment in the bath when I thought, hang on, why stop at Deansgate? Why not go further on into the city centre and recreate a replica 1920s vintage Manchester tram system? This will be a tram system that will clearly be an attraction in its own right. People will come from outside the city to see it. It'll also be the opportunity for us to run other people's vintage trams. This is a big project, but this is also a very big city with big ambitions, and I think that this sits very nicely with what this city wants to achieve.
Volunteers at the Museum of Transport have become experts at bringing old trams back to life. John Elliott has spent around 40 years at the museum restoring old vehicles. He says that Blackpool is the most likely source of the trams.
I've heard rumours that they might get some from Blackpool when Blackpool modernises, but I think apart from that, they've got to really come from Blackpool without they build new, and I don't have the money to build new.
Right, and do you think you'll be involved in the restoration of any trams?
No more than this one. One's enough. One in a lifetime, more than enough.
The museum is now consulting the City Council about their plans, but even if they are given the go-ahead, it'll be a few years yet before these trams are back on the rails.